The second biggest deficit overcome in franchise history in a second half, and just wondered if you could sense anything energy-wise in halftime or early in the third quarter once you actually got the guys out on the court that you saw turn the tide and kind of keep belief alive in that circumstance.
Well, it's as simple as us having a conversation, not watching any film of what happened in the first half, just talking about how we started the game, jumping out 18-4 those first 4 or 5 minutes, and then just basically falling apart on both sides of the ball. And, we just challenged the team. It's 24 minutes left. 25 points is a huge deficit, but in the NBA, 3 balls, playing the right way, you can cut into it pretty quickly and give yourself a chance. And, we just basically talking about what we've gone through all year. Playing great basketball for segments of certain games and having tough 4, 5, 6 minute stretches here and there. And just once we see what we need to do to be successful, not just against Portland, they're a hell of a team, 3 hellified players, 4 really, but just for any team, it's about us and how we want to present the best version of ourselves. And we just talked about that, like, how long are we going to keep watching the same movie of us playing great basketball and then having these rough stretches and not being able to maintain and sustain what we're doing? So the guys, like I said, those 3 words, competitiveness, togetherness, and last but not least, most importantly, accountability. And we all held ourselves accountable for what happened what transpired in the first half, and came out with a focus, with a togetherness, with a competitiveness that, resulted in us coming out with the W.
Darvin, sometimes talk can just be talk. What did you see in the third quarter that let you know that message resonated? Like, when did you start to actually see the tide start to turn on the court?
Well, the aggressiveness of Dennis and Pat, setting the tone defensively on Dame and Simons, and, the way we were attacking the rim. And just not settling and putting pressure on them to defend their paint, and something that we've done well all year is just live in the paint offensively. And you get a couple of layups, you get that in turn opens you up to get a couple of open threes and made threes, and you get to the line, and so slowly but surely you start to cut into that lead. And you just have to take it one possession at a time. You can't come out and just shoot all threes. Like, you have to have a balanced attack, all the while still getting stops. And we shifted our focus to making them play inside the three-point line as well. So all of that just combined for us to really come out on top and really wipe out the deficit. And it's a hell of a performance, man. It just, again, our group has a lot of character, a lot of resilience, and that was on full display tonight.
Darvin, you said it was simple as having a conversation. Was it is that a yelling situation? Is that calm talk? What was sort of the energy?
No, I'm not going to be goofy about it. I'm not going to be abrasive about it. It's just a straight shooter stating the facts. Like, we've been going through this all year. So after seeing what we have to do, whether it's in a game, in film, we see how we can be and what we can be when we play the right way. Why do we allow ourselves to slip back over into this other side of, bad offense, no accountability on defense, making everything an issue except the opponent, and being out competing our opponent? It's not about the referees. It's not about touches. It's not about who's coming in and out of the game and when and how many minutes and all of that. We all got to band together. If we're going to close this deficit in the win-loss column, we all got to band together and do it as a team, as a unit. Every staff member, every player. And so that was the conversation, in a nutshell. Just how many times do we have to watch this movie before we start to change? And we can start right now.